Glad to be back on my Nintendo Switch, especially noticeable when more games are coming out for it, like, Pac-Man World Repack, and Mario Plus Rapid Sparks of Hope, Splatoon 3, and much more. So, yeah, I basically just finished up with, just any other games in general, like Sonic Mania and stuff like that. Wait a minute, what does this say on my Switch? It's saying some of these games, specifically Mario Plus Rapid Sparks of Hope, Splatoon 3, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, and any other Mario Kart 8 DLC packs are cancelled due to coronavirus. No! Oh god, what the? That was just a dream. How could those dreams can get any worse than... Oh. What do we have here? It appears to be, well, another package, and I guess it's about time to do another unboxing video. And yeah, if you're probably wondering, yeah, I was late on bed, so forgive me about that. Especially because I've been dreaming all of a sudden. Greetings everybody, it is I am the one and only Maxi here, and I am from the likes of the Maxi Toys videos here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll present to you yet another unboxing video. Yes, it has been a while, hasn't it? Especially ever since about the fact that, wow, taking a notice from the likes of Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania unboxing video, that, well, I'm sure I'll explain more about in a second. So, yeah, and if you couldn't tell already, the weather itself every now and then is gonna get, really hot all of a sudden. But that's okay, because either way, hopefully I'll try to activate the fan on as soon as I'm done with this video. So, yeah, with that being said though, as I said, welcome to the next unboxing video, and yeah, much like the forms of the Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania unboxing video, that it's been better late than never, because today's day is of course the 9th of July. That's only mainly because, well, it's gonna have to stick around with the uploading schedules, I suppose. So, anyway, so today, we're gonna be starting to be doing the unboxing video of not one, but 3 other versions of that specific remake or remastered of game compilations I was very excited about, which you'll find out until right now. Okay, so it's been a while since we actually did this whole setup because of the forms of that mini table right in front of anything else. So anyways, today we're going to be doing the unboxing video of something related to the actual franchise I was a huge fan of. Yes, I'm referring to as Yahoo! Like something like the forms of nothing related to Mario or anything anytime soon until Mario Plus Rapid Sparks of Hope will be releasing on the Switch. I'm referring to as Klonoa. Yes. We're going to be doing the unboxing video of not just by the forms of one version, but 3 versions of Klonoa Revive series, or Phantasy Revive series, for the, 3 versions, but I'll get to more on that in a second, because as you already know, if you've followed through our YouTube channel already, the Maxi Toys, you know I'm a huge fan of the Klonoa games. There's the Klonoa Daughter Phantomile for the PlayStation, along with the forms of Klonoa 2, Lunatea's Veil for the PlayStation 2, and also Klonoa Daughter Phantomile for the Wii as a remake, despite the fact that, well, the actual sales for the actual, the Wii version wasn't all that great for its sales numbers, but that's only mainly because the marketing has gone pretty much miserable. But apart from those side things though, I adore the series. To be more specifically, I pretty much almost own every single one of them. Like, the only 2 exceptions being Klonoa Beach Volleyball, because it's more likely a spin-off more than anything else, along with the forms of Klonoa Heroes for the Game Boy Advance, but I also have Klonoa Moonlight Museum, Empire of Dreams for the Game Boy Advance on the Wii U download version, along with the forms of Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament on the emulator. So that's why I've managed able to become a massive fan of Klonoa games. So, yeah, from the get-go though, for Klonoa Daughter Phantomile for the PlayStation 1, jeez, I can't even believe this game is going to be 25 years old this year. To be more specifically in Japan, whilst compared to the English versions, they've obviously managed to get it quite later in the likes of 1998. So, I had a lot of fun with this particular version of the game. It's basically like a massive classic when it comes to PlayStation games library. Although despite the fact that I haven't played the version for quite some time because my disc of Klonoa Daughter Phantomile for the PlayStation 1 is not exactly all that great. But regardless of such though, it still plays rather well, despite music has gone all a bit stuttery. But hey, at least on the upside is though, if you're following through our Let's Play of the game, both the original and the Wii remake, then you can probably check those out in the links in the description down below, if you're curious if you want to check out the forms of, well, the PlayStation 1 version or the Wii remake. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with the forms of the original game on the PlayStation. And as far as the Wii remake, simply calls Klonoa right here, which it was supposed to be Daughter Phantomile, but I usually count that as a remake for the forms of, well, you know what I mean. But as a result, I enjoyed this as well, despite the fact that the actual marketing strategy for this game wasn't all that great. It's actually a bit, box office, or, no, what do I say box office? The game has been flopped during its marketing. I'm guessing it's probably because it only sold for, like, lesser amounts of copies of the Wii version, but before I played it, especially notable again for the Let's Play of everything, that I did have a lot of fun playing this. Especially noticeable about the fact that, well, yeah, that was actually the last time we actually got something new related to Klonoa until this year. Marks the 25th anniversary, which is always pretty swell. Well, despite the fact that in the Wii remake, that most people complain about the forms of the visuals are not as quite as, up there compared to the original though, and also applies for the English voice actor for Klonoa himself as well for the English version. So, and also the actual script is a lot different. And as far as Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil, I enjoyed every single aspect of it. Again, if you're following for the Let's Play of the game back in about almost entirely a year ago, then you can probably be able to check this out as well. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with that game as well. So, and from what I've heard about the forms of, that was back in, well, sometime in February this year. What I've heard about the forms of both, not only Klonoa Daughter Phantomile, but also Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil get its remake remaster coming to modern platforms, I was very excited, especially notable thanks to that particular Nintendo Direct back in, you know, February 9th this year. I was so hyped because I can't even believe Klonoa is finally back after that, I would say 14-year hiatus. So yeah, about time they're able to actually now finally bring him back to its revival. Which, it does kind of similar to the forms of how it does it when Crash Bandicoot is finally back after that particular, well, you know, with the forms of that specific Titans reboot kind of series and stuff like that, which I wasn't really a fan of, especially notable because I'm more into the forms of classic Crash Bandicoot games by that point. So yeah, I'm just so happy about the fact that Klonoa is actually coming back for reals. So anyway, so let's get out one version out, and that's what appears to be, oh, okay, so the box art looks entirely different, but I'll point it out in a second, because there's also another two versions down there. So I think that's every single, like, package done. So yeah, as you can see, we got the PlayStation 4 version, along with the glorious Nintendo Switch version, and finally, perhaps even notable thing about it, is the Xbox One and Series X versions. So, much like the forms of Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, the only version exception that we actually haven't gotten is, of course, the PlayStation 5, because still don't have it. So anyway, let's take a look at the actual box art itself between, you know, three versions of Klonoa Phantasy Reverb series. Let's start with the forms of the Switch version quickly. I will say, I really love the actual box art, especially noticeable you get, you know, Klonoa Daughter Phantomile, Klonoa right here, as well as Lunatea's Veil, Klonoa down there, as well as the forms of Yupo and Lolo and Polka on screen. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool with this artwork. And as you can see on that little top right corner, although the camera's not going to focus, isn't there? There we go. So it did say the 25th anniversary of Klonoa, which is pretty cool because it kind of does the exact same thing from the likes of Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii, along with the forms of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Wii as well, because, well, I obviously have no idea why they managed to able to, like, well, it's hard to explain because it's been about, well, quite a few days since I actually last done the unboxing videos, basically. So yeah, here's the front cover. It looks pretty cool, and every now and then it gets like a brand new Bandai Namco logo this time. I'm guessing it's probably because they just want to move on to the next points and stuff like that. And here's the spine for the Switch version. Looks pretty snazzy. And here's the back, and it did say Klonoa is back. Yes, which I'm very proud of. You get Klonoa Daughter Phantomile, as I said, and Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. So between the Nintendo Switch version, along with the Xbox version, to be more specifically Xbox One and Series X, mind you, this is actually the first time ever that, well, let's get to Nintendo One first. This is actually the first time ever that for Nintendo owners can now finally experience Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil for the first time, which is pretty cool for Nintendo out there. Because originally they were going to do that for the sake of the forms of the original version, if I can bring this out here, but they go for the PlayStation 2 exclusive due to the forms of how the fact that it doesn't get that much sales for the original, so that's what bring it up. So, and also this is the first time ever for the Xbox Microsoft series that they finally get to experience Klonoa Daughter Phantomile along with Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil as well. So yeah, that seems pretty cool and all that stuff. So anyways, back onto the Switch cover art. So anyway, 2 games remastered in one collection. For fans, new and old, get ready to set off on an adventure to save the world. Run and jump while using your wind ring to grab and throw your enemies. So yeah, that seems pretty cool. 1 to 2 player modes with the TV mode along with tabletop mode, 1 player on handheld mode, and Pro Controller compatible, which is good because I really still love the Switch Pro Controller because it's so comfortable. And you get Bandai Namco logo here, and it says PEGI 7 stands for violence, fear, and in-game purchases. There's gonna be microtransactions, which I'm hoping not, because obviously I'm looking forward to this. And as far as the Xbox versions here, so we got ourselves optimized for Series X, single player, co-op, and 60 frames per second, 4K Ultra HD, and it did say from the actual gigabyte storage, I believe. Let me just double check for a second there. I don't think they actually mentioned the gigabytes though, but unlike the PS4 version, it does mention something related to the gigabyte. Like, for instance, we have 20 gigabyte storage, which it might be a good thing because I'm still pretty much almost running low for the storage, gigabyte storages for PlayStation 4. But regardless of such though, I just realized, similar to the forms of Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, we got ourselves the PlayStation 5 upgrade available, so that way you can play on the PS5 as well. And also, this is actually my first time I actually purchased something related to the Xbox stuff, where basically, as you can see on the actual top left corner, we got ourselves a different logo this time, which I think the first time they did that was actually by the forms of not only Halo Infinite, but also with LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and also My Little Pony, a new Maritime Bay adventure. So yeah, it seems pretty cool though. So anyways, without further ado, let's get this thing to it with, well, Klonoa Phantasy Reverse series. So let's get to it with the Switch version quickly. So even then though, again, it has been a very long while since I actually tried to unbox something, so forgive me if I botch every single portions out, because I am so looking forward to that. As I said before, he's now finally back, baby. Especially, you know, everyone asks about him, and especially noticeable every now and then, we're gonna get a whole bunch of remasters every now and then. You know, after the events of you know what I mean, Crash Bandicoot, and also Spyro, and also Super Monkey Ball, and okay, sorry for this quick jump cut right there, guys, because my god, the cellophane will refuse to able to get unwrapped. So I have to quickly fetch the scissors quickly, so I don't able to damage the actual game case. But hey, I wasn't expecting that, especially that's again, it's been a while since I actually done the unboxing videos though still. But anyways, let's open this up, and oh, it looks like we only got a leaflet, and also we got the actual code that it did say something related to you know, flash the actual QR code, and also just something related to Bandai Namco Club. So unfortunately it doesn't receive any DLC of any sorts, but oh well, not the end of the world personally. It is the actual game card. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this, especially that, you know, glad to be back onto Klonoa stuff again. So yeah, that's the Switch version. So I can definitely can't wait to able to like play that on the go. So yeah, that's actually super dope. So next up we have is the Xbox versions, to be more specifically, you know, Xbox One and Xbox Series X as well. So we can pretty much expect about the fact that we will definitely gonna be able to, well, play these games again. Although, what's even weirder is that the North American version only gets the digital release. So I honestly have no idea why they managed to able to stick around with digital stuff only. Because luckily in Japan and in the UK, in my country at least, that at least we got ourselves the physical versions of these games. But I just have no idea why North America doesn't seem to do that. Oh yeah, and another thing as well is the fact that I think I already, I don't know, I might as well say this again anyway. So eventually, that's I'm really looking forward about the fact that, well, every now and then that certain games or certain game revivals seems to able to every now and then get you know, remastered compilations every now and then. So let's get this stellar theme off, and because I think the next one out of them all, though, in terms of the forms of Bandai Namco series of games and stuff like that, I believe next up it will be Pac-Man World Repack. So yeah, I'm very looking forward to that as well. So yeah, it did say the exact same code as in the Switch version, and here's the actual the game disc right here. I'm just showing there's no artwork on the actual you know, PS4 version, or actually kind of think about it, on the Switch version and along with the Xbox versions. So, let's be more specifically Xbox One and Series X for that matter. So, yeah. So yeah, that was it for the Xbox One version or Xbox Series X, depending on what system you have. And finally, the PS4 version. And I get the horrible feeling that something seems to be off with the actual, like, as soon as we unwrap the actual, you know, the game itself. So, either way, that pretty much summarizes it such. Oh yeah, recently, CapKing74 has been finally back for, you know, doing Let's Plays and all that stuff. Although, he's only going back onto The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild recently, because, obviously he's now going to be doing, I would say DLC content, and, well, he did manage to finish the main story, so, oh, this one's actually a lot easier to open, so I was quite surprised. So anyways, let's, get this case open. The disc was a bit loose, which is pretty much annoying, but, and also, I just get a feeling that, is there a crack on it? Oh, please don't tell me there's going to be a crack on there. Yeah, there was a bit of a crack on it though, that's the only thing I'm worried about. So yeah, it's sometimes that the, every now and then though, that happened one time when, CapKing74 did manage to got, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, but then, he sometimes managed to get screwed over by, you know what I mean, with all that, faulty cases, like, yes, there's a crack on it though. So yeah, the delivery on this might be actually be a big fail. But it doesn't hurt me at all because, well, luckily the discs aren't that much right to home about. But anyway, so let's get back onto the bed and show you the actual thing itself. And there you have it, guys. We actually got ourselves Klonoa Phantasy Revive series. So yeah, that's pretty much as far as I can try to describe it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to able to playing those two amazing adventures again. So And hopefully, fingers crossed though, they might try to able to do Klonoa 3 in the future, but it's hard to tell at this rate because the forms of the game developers having trouble just trying to able to make the game finalized or something like that. So as far as the forms of in terms of which version of Mars will do a Let's Play of, well, I think suffice to say, I think I should probably go for the Switch version because, well, it seems pretty obvious about the fact that we have not done that much Nintendo Switch Let's Plays recently, although we will get around onto Mario Party Superstars in the future, but either way though, we'll just see what happens there. So thank you guys so much for watching our unboxing video for Klonoa Phantasy Reverie series for the PlayStation 4, despite I got a cracked case, which isn't good. I might have to buy the actual, the spare PS4 case, but we'll just see what happens there. And the Switch version, and the Xbox One and Series X versions. Well, apart from one missing exception being PlayStation 5, because, you know, hard to come by these days. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. This is me, Maxi, from the likes of the Maxi Toys. And until then, I am about to be leaving. So I'll see you guys in the next one.